Title TK on Bandcamp. Just click Buy Digital Album and you will receive this watermark as an audio track and a PDF containing a transcription of a conversation the band members had over Skype, which is attached as a bonus feature. And best of all, it's pay as you wish, also known as free. Happy downloading.
Damn, son. Title TK on Bandcamp. Just click Buy Digital Album and you'll receive this TK watermark as an audio file and a PDF containing the transcript of a conversation the band members had over Skype. It's attached as a bonus feature. Best of all, it's free. Happy downloading.
Check. All right.
Check. Hey. Wow. That's a lot.
All right. So we're Title TK.
Title TK.
Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for coming out.
We haven't done a Brooklyn show in a year, at least.
Say what?
We haven't done a Brooklyn show in a year.
That's not true. We did a show a month ago.
What's that?
I think a lot of the bands, like, they went next door to have drinks. You guys know them, the other bands?
Yeah.
So you can try to run over there real fast and be like, we love you guys.
Okay, cool. I think that'd be good.
You can.
But you gotta do it really fast because we're like on a time frame.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just kind of start our set and then if you want to bring them back here,
Yeah.
you can just kind of come in
The only thing is,
in medias res.
I don't know who they are though. So.
Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't worry about it then.
Let's not worry about
You
it.
snooze, you lose.
Yeah, it's all right.
Who knows who they are?
I don't know.
No, don't sweat it. We'll do this on the.
Yeah. 3-minute run. Who wants to do it?
We only have a 3-minute slot?
3-minute run over.
Oh yeah, just yell out. I don't know.
I don't know who they are.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right.
Let's try it. I'll go over there and see if we can recognize the name.
Yeah, I try to do that. Thank
Do
you.
your best. Do your best.
Can we get a little more low end? Like roll off some of the highs. Seems like super.
Oh, on the monitor?
Well, on. Yeah, that sounds better.
I think it's our first monitor,
Yeah. Our first monitor.
right? We've
We've
never
had monitors before. That's
have we?
I think so. I think we've had monitors.
So, timing.
Did you set the?
No, I can watch it here. 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Did we start?
Hey.
Did we start it?
Yeah, I started it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So.
And what do you guys think? You know, the new Feist album is coming out. I saw that in the.
Yeah, I just read the New York Times.
Yeah, the
profile.
fall. Exactly, the fall preview.
Yeah,
Maybe
had-
that should be a record release show for us to do.
Well, did you notice
Feist album.
in the Times, the Feist profile was front page, and then the second, like, they hid another profile that Blink-182 is reuniting.
What do you mean they hit it?
What if you guys did a record release show for her record before it was out, before she did her record?
Oh yeah.
You memorized the record and then did a record release show for it before it came out?
We would run full press on that.
Like Jimi Hendrix.
Well, the idea would be for us to listen to her record. That would be the show, I think.
Yeah.
But we could try that too. I don't know.
So that's what you're suggesting, doing a record?
Well, but maybe we can talk about that later. Okay.
We got a lot.
Okay.
So we got another show already.
Let's pop this thing off.
We're 2 minutes into this show and we've already got another show.
Yeah. This is really awesome.
That means by the end of the set we're going to have like a whole tour bus.
Yeah.
So wait, they hit the Blink-182?
Look, in my opinion, Blink-182 reuniting is much more important news than Feist having another record. Blink-182 is a hugely influential band. If you're like 22.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, listen to any of like the pop radio stuff. I feel like it's all Blink-182.
I skipped over that Blink-182 period. I was, I think, a freshman in college, so I didn't have
You
any.
had the college. No, I think I skipped over it too, but I had this. I knew this kid. And he was like 21, and I was like, dude, tell me about what's the deal for you with music?
He's like,
he was
new rock.
And he was like a hip kid, like he knew about all the cool bands, and he was like, Blink-182 was the most important band of my childhood.
I would say Slipknot over Blink-182 or Linkin Park.
You would guess during the same time frame.
Yeah.
I guess Slipknot is like probably also important for a lot of people.
And Nickelback.
Again, Nickelback.
Jars of Clay.
But I never knew Feist's first name. That was the real revelation. Leslie. I never knew that was her. Or I never really figured out what Feist meant, or if that was someone's name.
That's her name. That's her real last name.
Her name.
No, it isn't.
Leslie Feist.
Leslie Feist.
Or something.
Was she in the Arcade Fire?
She was in one of those.
She was?
The thing
was she like
the problem with those Canadian bands is they have like 15 people, and even if you get paid well on a big festival circuit, you have to divide it up with 15 people plus plane tickets,
All right.
plus food, continental breakfast.
Yeah, they didn't mention it in the profile, and I was a little bit.
I think it was.
So she was in the Arcade Fire, but when it was 15 people or something?
Or that other band of Montreal.
Oh, of Montreal, okay.
Oh yeah.
But not Godspeed You, Black Emperor?
No.
No. Okay.
But that was during their like collective period, right? Like weren't they kind of like more collectively for a while, the Arcade Fire?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, then there's that other band, Broken Social Scene. It's like all these bands up there.
Yeah, what is that?
You can't have a band unless there's like 10 people in it.
Yeah.
In Canada.
What is Broken Social Scene?
I think the trick is not so that there's so many people you can't concentrate on one person, so you can't be like, oh, that guy's really lame, or that guy is kind of not so good looking, or.
Well, there's so few people in Canada. I think it's just like safety in numbers.
It's true, and
it's a very underpopulated country.
what was that Austin-based band that was kind of like religious choir?
Oh my God, what were they?
Polyphonic Spree.
Yeah, that's not viable. You can't have that many people.
That's another one that was like
They're from
huge for a
Houston.
while.
They were like, they were
Weird.
so huge.
Maybe they moved to Berlin.
But I think they were banking on the Branch Davidian kind of like breakdown.
Yeah, they were
They're kind of
Branch
called
Davidians were called. But there was a band too. That was part of the
a
cult.
Polyphonic Spree.
No, the Branch Davidians had a band because the guy,
yeah.
Koresh, was
David Koresh.
Yeah, he was a musician.
What year was it? What kind of music did they play?
I don't know. I never heard the music. But all those cults have bands. There's a
Like emo
band
or
like
something?
in Jonestown. They had a band too.
Yeah.
Like
You mean
that was the People's
Jonestown
Temple
Massacre?
Band.
They are Matador. Jonestown
Oh,
Massacre.
speaking of, what happened to the Dandy Warhols and the Jonestown Massacre?
Oh, they became one band?
No, I'm just saying that they were a hot top. That was a hot topic.
It was. That's like Mercury Lounge days.
Did you watch that documentary about those two bands?
Great documentary.
It's a
I
fun
didn't like the music, so I never thought. I mean, Wilco too. I'd never liked Wilco, so I couldn't really get around their story.
Yeah, I like that documentary because they were trying to sell the Brian Jonestown guy as like some kind of creative
genius,
And
right.
you're just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Run-On played with that band in Texas, actually, in Denton,
You
Texas.
played with them? What was that like?
Well, I personally didn't play in their band, but we played on the same bill, and they were like terrible. And so then I came back and I was hearing all these things about how he was a genius even back then at the time, and I was just like, and then watching the documentary, I was just like, well, maybe I missed something. And then I was like listening to their music, and I was just like, no, this guy's not.
What kind of genius? Creative genius? Or
Yeah, like a Brian Wilson
Yeah,
studio.
he's difficult on tour, or he's crazy.
Yeah, and they did a really good job of selling the narrative in the movie, and then they would cut to him, and he would have like his apartment was a mess, and there'd be like a mixing board on
That's
the
a sign of a
floor,
genius.
And he was like mixing like psychedelic, like psych rock. Do you know what I mean? Like stuff that you just layer like three.
But it was
bars
someone,
on top.
but he was someone who had kind of read about all this stuff and then was just trying to emulate it. But
Was he learned it?
Didn't really
Like he would
pretend.
feel like quote, I don't know.
Was he what?
Was he kind of a smart English degree kind of person?
No, he was kind of, in fact, I think he was sort of, wasn't it sort of like, he also maybe came from kind of a broken family too, and I think he was sort of like,
we should cut on him then.
so yeah, it wasn't
We
like,
should calm down about that hating on him.
killed the neg.
Polyphonic. We need more people in our band.
Not unless we move to Canada.
Yeah.
I think think maybe Canada funds bands because they turn out so many band musicians and stuff like that. You would think. What's their prize? The Mercury Prize?
Yeah.
Is that the thing?
That's London. That's England, isn't it? The Mercury Prize.
Oh, then what's?
Oh yeah. The Much Music Awards.
CBA? No, that's.
What is it called? There is something that they all win.
Yeah, it's big.
When I grew up,
Dudley Do Right Award.
I grew up right on the border, and the biggest band in Canada by far was the Tragically Hip. Did you?
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They would come to Buffalo and sell out the hockey rink like 5 nights in a row.
What do they sound like?
They sounded like
Delight?
no, like
Delight.
like I think if you took like REM and Bruce Springsteen and mixed them up and had them sing more about hockey, you would get the Tragically
They
Hip.
sing about hockey.
Yeah, they sing literally about
That's
like
amazing.
famous goals and
Yet they could.
They were bigger than Triumph.
what's that?
Were they bigger than Triumph?
Yeah, they were like
bigger than
Triumph were old news by that
yeah,
point.
they were like a. I remember I worked. Oh, this story might be kind of dumb. I used to work in web design, and I'd have to go to all these weird companies in Buffalo and like fix their stupid websites. And the only currency I had with all of these like middle managers was the talking about the Tragically Hip.
Did you have a button or a hat?
I remember twice I literally saw a hip CD on some doofus middle-aged guy's desk. You know what I mean? Like, anyway.
The name drove me away.
Yeah, it was like, it's one of those names sort of like that band Drama Rama or something like that. You just hear the name, you know it's going to be bad.
Or Rah Rah Riot.
Rah Rah Riot.
What's that?
I don't know.
Right.
Or 10,000 Maniacs or...
Yeah.
Well, I liked
A lot of those college
Crash Test Dummies. Yeah.
Crash Test Dummies, yeah.
I thought his voice was a good parody of Eddie Vedder or Stone Temple Pilots guy, Scott
What was
Weiland.
their
Scott
song?
Weiland.
The Superman song or whatever. Remember that? My uncle was really into that.
Superman's. Oh,
No?
it was their second single after
Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, Toad the Wet Sprocket.
I had a neighbor.
Toad the White Sprocket,
I
yeah.
had a neighbor that played that every
Hootie and the
morning
Blowfish.
to pump himself up to go to work. Fucking,
Really?
Yeah,
Like
7:30.
8 in the morning.
That and Billy Joel. He'd crank best of Billy Joel.
Man, Billy Joel. Love Billy Joel. No, seriously, Billy Joel. I think that's like middle class crack.
But Captain Jack, I think,
I think that there are probably some deep cuts on those Billy Joel records that are good.
deep grooves.
Yeah,
No, but I mean, like, you know, not the songs you've heard a zillion times on the radio,
Yeah.
but like the ones you never hear.
Yeah, when they reissued The Stranger, I listened to it like for 3 months straight, and yeah, there's some great.
What is that one?
This is like famous one that has I think
Down Easter Alexis.
it has like what's the one like about the 2 people getting divorced? The Italian restaurant scenes from an Italian restaurant.
That's about Little Italy. I
Is
think.
it about Little
I
Italy?
think so.
I understood it about it's about being in the suburbs and being so depressed.
Oh, I thought it was like San Gennaro.
No, it's like about 2 high school sweethearts and about how they end up in the suburbs and they end up getting divorced and it's just a fucking nightmare. I'm thinking to talk about
That's
the right
pretty
song.
prescient because his breakup was pretty bad.
Yeah, I'd say I feel like compared to Bruce Springsteen, it's like Billy Joel's more raw. I know
Yeah.
it's like
More
controversial.
raw.
No, I think he's more middle class,
Yeah.
and then Bruce Springsteen is lower
Yeah,
middle.
and it's less sexy to be middle class, but I think it gets really raw there too.
He's getting
You know,
sexier.
strangely enough, I had Moving Out in my head before earlier tonight, so that must be some kind of precognitive, that's like our version of a sound check, is like thinking of something before we talk about it on stage.
I hate that line in Piano Man where he says the microphone smells like a beer.
He says that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, that's why, because I heard that song in the supermarket today when I was
Oh, you did?
shopping. Yeah.
I mean,
That's that was the first planting of the Billy Joel seed, which is now
Flourishing.
blossomed
Blossoming.
on stage. Probably
know,
like
so
probably just like at a Billy Joel concert.
But those big acts, they don't have openers. Like if you go see Billy Joel, there's no opening act.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, I'm probably not now.
And he'll
Like Paul
probably.
McCartney, no opener.
But
I wonder who opened for him like in the early 80s or something when he wasn't quite, when he would still have like a warm-up.
I don't know.
That would be something.
But I think the trade-off is that they do multiple encores. So like, if you see like Jimmy Buffett, you'll get 3 encores.
Right.
Oh yeah,
It's like
probably
it goes
more than
on
that.
and on and on.
But 2 of those have to be Margaritaville, right?
Yeah.
It's like how do you like build the show up to Margaritaville if you're
You got to do it.
Just so I've heard those concerts are amazing. Like to be at Jimmy Buffett, like to be an audience member at a Jimmy Buffett concert
Yeah.
is it's just like a total party.
awesome.
He's a cool guy.
Well, I think it would be interesting to kind of check out once, because it's almost like a Grateful Dead thing where the party starts in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know,
He's
it's like
one of the
a whole
richest
subculture.
musicians in the U.S. by far.
Richest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really?
He's invested in a lot of businesses, and as an industry, he also has a line of kind of like bars and restaurants.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
And also, he only tours in the summer. Like, he realizes there's no point in going to see Jimmy Buffett in the dead of winter. So it's always outdoor.
Yeah.
Gigs, and it's all about summer fun.
Get it done. Get it
Yeah.
done. All right, so I don't know. I feel like that's about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Brooklyn.
All right.
Thank you.
See you at the record release party for Feist.
Yeah.